guys, my name's Priscilla and welcome to my channel if you haven't been here before. This week I decided to review a cooking app, recipe app, I don't know what you call it, but I'm reviewing Mealime for you this week. And, well, it's the end of the week now, but I'm doing the intro now, and let me just tell you, it was amazing. You are going to want to watch this. Such good meals, so easy to follow. So you download this app and you make a profile with all your food preferences, and then it generates recipes for you, and it makes a grocery list for you. It does everything for you. The instructions are so easy to follow, and I just wanted to show you and bring you along with me this week as I made all these delicious meals so that you maybe get a new tool in your arsenal and are able to create quick, inexpensive, healthy, yummy meals for you and your family. I hope you guys enjoy this video, and I'll see you at the end.
Alright, so here's my phone home screen. I'm just going to click on the Mealime app, and this is what it takes you to. Well, that's not true, because if it's your first time using it, it's going to ask you a bunch of questions and your preferences and stuff, which we're going to look at right now. I'm just going to show you what my preferences are and what they could be. So here we go. I am on the flexitarian menu type, but I've done pretty much all of these. There's classic, low carb, keto, flexitarian, paleo, vegetarian, pescatarian, and vegan. All of these have wonderful options to choose from. I'm doing flexitarian right now because I don't really like meat that much, but I don't know, that's just the season we're in. And then this is all the diet restrictions. So you can see all the top ones are there. This is great that they have, oh, you can't see it in the frame, but there's no like nightshade free. And I have a couple people in my family right now who have autoimmune disorders, and they are not supposed to eat nightshades. And I have a nephew who's peanut free, and there's just all the options on here. Shellfish free is great if you are Jewish or can't have shellfish or allergic to it or whatever. So those are all great. And then there's ingredients that you dislike, which is awesome. There's a huge list of them, and I only have a few picked, but I'm going to see something on here that I don't like. Blue cheese, that was it. So I'm going to go ahead and click blue cheese because we don't want any of that crap in our meals. If you like blue cheese, comment below and I'll say a little prayer for you. Just kidding. So there's tons of options of things that you can get rid of if you don't like it, and they will just not put those menus or those meals in your menu ideas, which is great. You don't have to do it yourself. They'll take it out for you. They got everything on this list. Who doesn't like mozzarella cheese? Did you see that? Mozzarella cheese? People don't like that? That's crazy. Okay, so then you have the option of changing your meal sizes. I am thinking about changing ours to 4 because I love to have leftovers for lunches for JJ the next day. So that's awesome. And if you have a bigger family, obviously choose the 2 or the 6 servings. And then it's just saying that it'll change it in your next menu or your next menu plan thing. So I'm going to put it back to 2 since we're right in the middle of a week right now. And then there's an option for you to upgrade to Pro, which this is the measurement. I've never needed the Pro. The free version is all I've ever used, and they have wonderful options. I've never had to duplicate a meal unless I wanted to, and it's been great. So then let's get into the actual meals that I picked and what are the options. So here's an overview of the meals that I picked for this week. And then it has all your previous ones too if you want to make something again. But let's see what they have. So these are all the categories that they have. And each category has a ton of recipes. So these are the recently created, which are their new ones that they just came out with. And then they have recommendations for me based off of what I've done in the past, which is awesome. And most popular, the top rated, they all look very delicious. And then this is awesome, quick and easy. So if you have a busy week that week, you can pick some of these quick and easy ones. They also have options for breakfast, which I've never done any of these. So maybe I will in the future just to try them out. They all look pretty good. There's lunch-friendly ones. I've never tried any of the dessert things either, so I should try some of those. They look very healthy desserts. What else do they have? Budget friendly. Oh, that's really cool. And then Mediterranean, vegetarian, pantry staples. If you want to cook out of your pantry, they got bowls, tacos, baked stuff, soups, skillets on sautés. And then underneath that, the barbecue and grilling I thought was really cool. If it's a nice week and your husband's home and he wants to grill. I mean, if you want to grill too, that's great. In my family, my husband does the grilling. And then there's just all different kinds of categories you can build your menu from, which I think is awesome. Don't these look good? Stuffed vegetables. I like how that's a category. So then that's that. So this is what I ended up picking for this week. We've got baked black bean and cheddar Mexican pizzas. Whoops, I'm going too fast. Oh, now I'm going back up. Okay, grilled zucchini and veggie wraps with garlic hummus. Grilled fish tacos with spicy avocado, grape, and cilantro salsa. Cheesy lasagna-style gnocchi bake. Pan-seared pork chops with cabbage. Cheesy cauliflower nacho bites. Okay, so then it builds a grocery list for you. This is everything you need and the amount that you need things in. Oh my word, my dog just jumped up on the kitchen table. Lucky, get down. Crazy dog. Okay, so they've put everything into this shopping list for you, which is great. You can go to the store and check things off as you buy it. It's awesome. I've totally done that before. But now I need to go through and check off what I already have. So I'm just going to go through this list and check off everything that I have. Okay, now that that's done, this is the really awesome part of it. You can send your grocery list right to whatever store that you want for pickup. So I sent my order to Kroger, and here it is with the prices, everything that you need. You didn't have to search for anything. You didn't have to do anything. It just put it all into your cart. So you're going to take a look at that and say checkout. And it's going to send it over to, I use the Kroger app on my phone to place my order. So it's going to send it right. It's going to send me over to my app to finish up. Okay, now it's opening my Fry's app for me. And you're going to be able to look in your cart and review everything that's in there. Okay, now it's going to open. And here's my Fry's app. I'm just going to scroll down to the bottom and hit my grocery cart and check it all out. One thing I will say is that you need to check the quantity of things that it puts in for you, because I only needed 4 tomatoes, but it came through as 4 pounds of tomatoes, which means there's fresh salsa in the refrigerator, which is not a bad thing. But if you want to get your quantities correct, just double check. And then there were a couple things that were unavailable, so I just had to substitute them with like a different size package or a different quantity, and it was perfect. So now let me show you what it looks like when you go ahead and click on a recipe. If you're ready to cook or you're just looking ahead, it gives you all of the cookware that you need. And then there's an option to change the serving size here before you start. So 2, 4, 6 servings. And there's all the cookware that you need, so you can get that all out ahead of time. Or if there's something that you need, you can get it or figure out a substitution for it. And then you can look at all the ingredients that you need. And you can look at the instructions. And you can totally use this to cook from. These instructions that they give you are absolutely awesome. Each step, it tells you which ingredients you need, which is like my favorite part about it. See how it says you need a teaspoon of extra olive virgin oil for that. And it just gives you all the amounts of the ingredients that you need in the step, which is one of my main complaints about normal recipes. So this is awesome. But when I'm actually cooking, I'll show you the other option that they have for the recipe. It's like real time, step by step. I don't know how to explain it in words, but you'll see it. It's awesome. And there's my week of meals. We're excited to get cooking. I'm excited to show you how easy it is. And then also you can upgrade to Pro, but I don't think it's necessary. But I guess on Pro you can like see what your macros are and stuff like that with each meal, but I don't do any of that. And then there's also like extra meals that you can get with your Pro that you can't get if you're not Pro. So there it is. Oh, I was going to also show you that you can add things to your grocery list. So that if you need to take your grocery list to the store or whatever, you can add things to it if you need stuff for lunches or breakfasts or anything else. So that's kind of a cool feature. And I think they'll send that stuff over to Fry's too, if you want them to. All right, it's Monday night, and for dinner we're gonna have the lasagna style gnocchi bake with spinach and fresh basil. I hope I got all the words in. So I decided to get out everything that I needed that it told me to get out. So I got everything out, so I'm ready to go. I got my cast iron skillet, a grater, a chef's knife, a can opener, a spoon, a whisk, a garlic press, measuring spoons, a medium saucepan, mixing bowls, cutting board, oven mitts, and a refreshing beverage. But that's just for me. Okay, so I have everything out. So now I'm going to start the timer and see if we can get it done in the time that it told us we could get it done. So let's go. All right, the recipe said it's gonna should take. The recipe said it should take 35 minutes. So I'm going to set it for 40 because I'm gonna be filming in between stuff. So 40 minutes, and that should be a good indicator if it takes as long as it should. Okay, ready? 35 minutes, but 40 for real. Let's go. Oh, start. Let's go now. So now we're ready to start cooking, so we hit start cooking. And it just goes through the steps, which are super easy to understand, super easy to follow. And the filming of this is weird. I'm sorry about it, but I don't have a real camera and I needed my phone to follow the recipe. So I didn't think about that ahead of time. But later on in the week, I'm going to use a different phone to cook from and my phone to film on. So it'll be better. Anyway, when you need to do something for a certain amount of time, it gives you a timer. It's so cool. So I need to cook the gnocchi for 3 minutes. So I hit the 3-minute timer and it's going to keep time. And then it's going to go off in 3 minutes and tell me that the gnocchi is done. So while that's going, you can go to the next step and it still keeps the timer and you can start the next step. So here's the spinach that I've chopped up. Good to go. And now my timer's done. So let's go check on the gnocchi. That's done. It's all floating to the top. And then the next step is to peel and mince the garlic and the shallot. So I went ahead and did that. And then I need to preheat my skillet. And then once that's done, put oil and the garlic and shallots in and cook it for a minute. And I did use the timer for this as well, and it was great. I always burn my garlic, but when there's a timer, it's a really great tool. So there are my shallots and my garlic, looking delicious and smelling so good. And then you add the spinach. Then you gotta get your tomato sauce and the seasonings and oil. Mix that all up. And then you gotta get your basil leaves all prepped and ready to go. Okay, the ricotta and the egg and the spices go into a bowl also. You mix that up and then you add the spinach to it and mix it up. And then it's time to start assembling this bad boy. There's my spinach in it, and there's my basil ready to go. And here's my sauce. And then the instructions say just to layer it like a lasagna, but instead of lasagna noodles, you use the gnocchi. So I went and did that, and this is what it looks like, ready to go into the oven. Put cheese on top, which I had shredded when it told me to. Right here. I had already done that step. Okay, and then I put it in the oven and I used the provided timer. I cleaned up the kitchen a little bit while we waited for it to bake. Hung out with JJ and Judith, and then it was dinner time. And here it is out of the oven. Doesn't that look good? This was delicious. We both gave this meal a 5 out of 5. And done. With a minute and 30 seconds left. Not too shabby. This looks delicious. So like I said, 5 out of 5, would recommend. This was so delicious. Here it is, plated up. It was super easy to make, so fast. Like we saw, it only took about 35 minutes to make. And it was absolutely delicious. That poor monkey looks like it has like a huge scab on its face. Okay, so we're excited to try the next meals. I didn't film me making this one, but it was so delicious. Grilled tilapia with grape and cilantro, jalapeno, and avocado salsa. So flavorful, so delicious, so easy to make. It was great. If I filmed the making of all of these, this would be like a 17-hour video. So here's what it looked like. It was so good. We all loved it. Will make again. Delish. Mwah. Full chef's kiss.
to make dinner. So let me get my apron on and we'll get started. So have you guys ever used HelloFresh or what's another one? Green Chef or Every Plate or anything like that? I love those services. But sometimes it just gets a little pricey and a little bit unnecessary because it's really not that hard to get grocery pickup even if you live in the middle of nowhere. So I'm going to show you a way that this app that we've been reviewing can kind of be like one of those services. So after you go through and you pick all your meals, you send your grocery list off to Fry's or Walmart or whatever, you bring it home, you look at the app, and you divide everything up into ingredients, and I like to put them in bags, just grocery bags. And then I put the instructions. You can go on your computer and print out the instructions. So I did that, and I just put them in my bag. So tonight we're making cheesy cauliflower nacho bites with turkey, cilantro, and avocado, and yogurt. So like a low carb nacho. So we got cauliflower, Greek yogurt, a lime, an avocado, tomato, ground turkey, a half a bunch of cilantro, half a bunch of green onions, and some cheese.
So I was just going to let you watch me cook in real time and listen to me talk while I'm cooking, but the audio quality was horrific. So I decided just to speed it up and let you watch, and I'll pop on and talk if I need to. Right now I'm just prepping the cauliflower and putting it into the oven. Now I'm going on and on about a meat masher. Do you guys have one of these? It's amazing. I don't know how I lived without it. It's a total necessity now. And I just got that one at the dollar store. Worth it. Right here I'm just prepping ingredients for a pico de gallo. I did some tomatoes, some green onions, some cilantro, and then I'm going to add some avocado. Another dollar store find is this avocado tool. This thing is amazing, and for only $1, that's great. It has like a plastic blade to cut through the skin, and it has a thing to get the pit out, and the scooper thing slices it up in perfect slices. Here I took the cauliflower out of the oven and I'm putting the ground turkey on it, and then I will cover it with the cheese and put it back in the oven for 2 to 3 minutes, and then I do believe it's time to eat.
right, just pull it out from the oven. Time to get it plated up and final product. Looks delicious. Couldn't have gotten any simpler. Smells so good. Alright, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
Day 4, we had these yummy pork chops with a Vietnamese cabbage style salad. This was so yummy. The only issue I had with it was I think the pork could have had a little bit more flavor, but other than that, it was so good. The cabbage was nice and crunchy, and the cucumbers were so good in it, and the dressing was yummy. Day 5, we switched it up a little bit, and JJ cooked. Okay, my husband does not cook. I don't think he's ever cooked for me. So this was awesome. I just wanted to see if he could follow the instructions and see how easy it is, and he nailed it. This was so yummy. The instructions were easy enough for him to follow. I did get all of the ingredients out and all of the tools that he needed. I got that all out ahead of time, and it was great. He did such a good job, and even Judith loved it, and she doesn't even eat the stuff that I make. So this was a total hit, a total win. We all liked it, and my husband is the best. I love him so much. I decided to make our last meal for lunch. So I have zucchini and red onion on the stove, grilling up. And we're making zucchini and hummus veggie wraps. So these just have to grill for 3 minutes, and then I'll flip them over, grill them for another 3 minutes, and then I'll show you what's next. Now I'm going to mix up this hummus. I got chickpeas and paprika and garlic, tahini, lime or lemon juice, water, and oil. I'm gonna get that really smooth, and that's gonna be the spread for our wraps.
And Judith.
And Judith. And done. Done with lunch. Doesn't that look good? Can't wait to take a bite. So good. Delicious. Grilled zucchini is so good. All right, let's wrap this video up. Okay, that veggie wrap was delicious, and it only took like 15 minutes to make, even with the homemade hummus. And there's still going to be hummus left over for later in the week or for whatever. So, I love this app. This Mealime app, Mealime app is amazing. Everything was delicious. Everything was easy. Like we did in the beginning of the video, the grocery shopping for it was super easy. It does all the work for you. You just send it over to Fry's or Walmart or wherever you want. Go pick it up, divide it up into bags if you want to. You can print out the instructions online and add them to the bags, or you can use the instructions on the app. It's so easy. Even my husband could do it. And his meal that he cooked last night was so good. Even Judith ate it, and she doesn't even eat what I make. So that was awesome. Everything was so good. I think we gave
everything 5 stars. Maybe we gave the pork 4 stars because I thought the pork could have a little bit more flavor, but everything was so good and so easy. And it was pretty inexpensive for what it was. So I hope you guys try out this app and tell me what you think of it, because it is so awesome. I'm going to put the link in the description box, but all you have to do is go to your app store and download the Mealime app. Mealime, Mealime, like the fruit lime. And try it out, set up your profile. I am so excited to see what you guys make and what you think of it. So let me know. Until then, keep pondering and know that I love you. Bye, guys.